Peace, family. This your boy, Raw Netter. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about Skynet, AI, Terminator. All this is all playing out right now. Basically, you go back and you look at these movies, you will see the illustrations of these movies playing out right before your eyes. Basically, the information is all in these different episodes of The Simpsons, other different TV shows and movies that they've been just laughing at you and putting this information out in your face. They're not even hiding it. They're not even trying to keep it from you. They're basically showing you because they know that there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you're going to do. You're not going to try to stop them. You're not going to try to prevent this from happening. So, and it's already happened before. You're just reincarnated, doing it over again. This technology has been around. This is not the first time. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen one of those quantum leaps? Or you ever watched the show Quantum Leap? And he basically leaped from time to one time to another time to another dimension, to another dimension. This is what's going on here right now. This is what you're seeing play out. You know what I'm saying? We have lived these life cycles already, and they're just replaying themselves. This is regurgitated information. This is regurgitated energy. This is regurgitated technology. It's nothing new here. This is why they're keeping from you. Once you really realize and you figure out what's really going on here, then everything stops. The lies stop. The controls stop. You know what I'm saying? People will not go to work. People will not be living in this society like they're living in it right now. People will be in total chaos. Then the purge will happen. Then people will just automatically start to be just sporadic, just running around doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They have no direction. Then all the religions and everything will falter. And they know this. So this is why they have to implement a new plan into placement, because they knew the new paradigm started in August of 2017, the 21st. So they knew that they had to come up with a new plan. They know they had to come up with a new direction. This direction was going into effect back in the early 50s. They knew that this had to be put in another placement. Eugenics was the first system that they had, that they used, since the early, colonization. So they had to implement some new plans into effect as they were going into a new paradigm. This is no coincidence. They're telling you all this about global warming and the earth heating up and everything. This is all part of the process. They knew the signs. They knew what was going down when it started. So as it started playing out, they knew that they have only a certain time frame to get this stuff rolling, to get this stuff to start to put the pieces in place. So this is all they've been doing since day one. And they've been keeping you in the dark ever since. So Skynet has been basically a program that's been up and running since the early 50s. They developed the software as well with a key bunch of scientists that came together, and technology genius that came together and formed this and built this computer, and basically housed it in its own facility, underground, where they're able to keep tabs on everything. And it's a super master computer. It stores all the information in the whole entire district. Basically, it keeps tabs on other countries as well. It's not just grounded here in the United States. This is a global thing. This is the new world order, and it's shaping itself and building itself into a global epidemic. And it's going to play out right before your eyes. And the more and more that things are being found out and things are becoming true, this is when that situation is going to be turned up. And as time goes on, they keep tabs on all this vibrational current with the consciousness of everything, so they know how everything is moving. They do senses all the time. They basically keep tab on everybody here, so they know that when certain situations arise, and they can implement something into effect, and it'll start playing itself out right before your eyes. So there's no coincidence on any of these situations, these black flags, these certain events that's going to take place. Is one supposed to happen this month in December. I think it's before Christmas or after Christmas. I don't know. Or, I don't know. But I know it's supposed to happen. And it's supposed to happen in the sky. And, it's something that, you have to prepare yourself for. Because these are all events that's going to conflict on your consciousness. Okay, that's going to be embedded in you because these stages have already been introduced to you. Okay, throughout movies, throughout behavioral technology. Okay, holograms. You seeing these holograms all the time. They're introducing you to this stuff now because they know later on once it starts to take effect, you will already be accustomed to it. It will not be something new to you because it has already happened. See what I mean? But they have to prepare themselves because they know that the paradigm is changing. You know what I'm saying? The earth is going through its manifestation. So they have to get themselves ready for this as well. And they're going to bring in the technology so that it can do and implement what is done long ago. And that whole trend was going to start all over. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching a show, Quantum Leap, where he leaped from one point to another, and he was able to see things that went on there, and he was able to go back and tell them, look, this is what happened. We can change this. You know what I'm saying? You see that countless time on different movies and shows. This is no coincidence. This stuff is happening for real. This is your real dimension. It's just been covered up. And these AI technology is basically going to be living entities, just like there are people. There are going to be robots walking around you, moving around you at all times, and they're selling it to you little by little, introducing it to you, getting it to be the regular, so that you will basically understand it and understand it, and it'll be embedded in you already, so that it won't be no coincidence once they drop it on you. They'll just ease it in on you like a commercial, and make it irrelevant. You see how they use commercials to basically propagandize you and dumb you down and to buying what they got, the objects that they created to basically either destroy you or whatever. I mean, because nothing's here is here to help you. They have technology that can basically give you clean resources, clean air, clean water, and they don't do anything to try to, preserve the earth. They basically are trying to destroy it. They have found out these other lands, these other districts, and they have their own ecosystem, and they're using this to, basically kill off this environment here and destroy us and, reduce the population to alarming rates. And no one's picking up on none of this. Some people are reporting it, some people are addressing it, but they're not doing enough. It's not enough being done and said to combat what's taking place here. And the Terminator agenda is going to evolve itself. The gods are planting themselves here. These different energies, even though they have a plan in place and they're working into their perfection and they're trying to usher in this new world order, it cannot exist in nature, in the creation. So we know that this is going to falter. We know that this plan they have is not going to work. But it doesn't mean that chaos is not going to be unleashed upon the masses. And this is when we come in with the purge, the purging of humanity. And this will take you into the light realm, the light beings. This is when the whole creation will switch over into the light realm, until the light beings becoming a reality. Just understanding these stages that's going to take place and how everything is going to be broken down and what direction it's going in is implemented in telling you this in a fact that this is how things are going to play out. So I'm making this video to let you know that this is the direction that they're moving in, and you should better prepare yourself and recognize the symptoms and understand the information that's going to be given to you in the near future. Self-preservation over everything. Evolve and think better. This your boy Raw Netter. Peace and love.